Good morning everyone, I hope you're all doing well and staying safe. Today I thought I would film a what I eat in a day in isolation video. Dun, 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 dun. What are we eating? So we're going to go on a run, quite a long run I think, and Joe is going to, longish, Joe's going to make us a smoothie, a pre-run smoothie. Bananas, oat milk. I'll let him tell you guys what we're doing. He's been the smoothie guy since we've been in self-isolation. What smoothie are we doing today, Joe?
So smooth.
So smooth.
We're gonna, like, there's a little pre-run smoothie.
Pre-run run. So we've got coffee.
Then we're doing some bananas, some oats.
Very brown bananas. Oats. The first oat smoothie that Joe made, he did go a little bit overboard on the oats.
I like really chewable smoothies.
It was like porridge, a cold porridge in a glass. So we've limited the oats to like 2 tablespoons. Still, I don't know, I feel like you put more in still. What else have we got?
And some super green.
Oh, so
we're doing that now?
So we're going green powder and coffee. Cool.
Actually, yeah, that'd be a terrible idea. Let's not do that. Let's not.
This is your gig, Joe. I'll let you do whatever you want.
I'm not really.
We're gonna figure this out and then we'll get back to you on the ingredients. Did you just shake that and it went everywhere?
Yeah. I'm nervous. I haven't done one of these before.
You never.
So first, just cover your kitchen with oat milk, just so you get.
This is really flustering you. Okay.
I've just woken up and it's like. Smoothie
guy. Smoothie guy. What are we having?
Alright, okay. Oat milk. You
cool.
Start off by shaking it all over your kitchen. And then chuck it in the blender.
Yeah. And this is for 2.
This is for 2.
Yeah.
So you kind of chuck that in. Banana in.
Oh, wow, okay, just the whole banana, guys.
2 whole bananas.
Straight in the blender.
Some oats. Around about, that's covered in almond milk. Around about.
Oh, this is where it goes wrong.
Not that much.
Oh yeah, that was about right.
So that's good.
About 1 to 2 tablespoons, I would say, of oats.
And then
Form, our favourite protein powder. This is the chocolate peanut performance protein.
basically it's like a big tablespoon.
Yeah, awesome.
And then cacao.
Normally, if we were having like a proper protein shake, we would do about 2 tablespoons each of that, but because this is Smoothie Guy's take, yeah.
And then like half a tablespoon.
Yeah,
yeah, you sounded a bit nervous.
No, this is good.
Cool.
I never normally watch you when you make your smoothies.
It's a lesson for both of us. And then
coffee in a red cup.
Coffee.
Nice.
Chuck that in.
Water.
Not yet.
Oh, okay, not yet. I thought we were doing half oat milk, half water.
Yeah, but I like to get it going.
Oh,
and then,
okay.
And then I add water.
Cool.
Right.
I love these cups, by the way.
Yeah. Used for beer pong in a previous life. Not so much anymore.
Now they're used for smoothies. Oh, this looks good. It's like a chocolate milkshake. Oh, bit lumpy.
Again, I like to chew my smoothie. It's good.
Crunchier the better.
Good. You don't want to like break up the fibres too much. And that is a coffee, banana, oat, chocolate, cacao.
Pre-run
protein smoothie.
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh wow. Oh, that's a good one, Joe. That's one of your best.
That was really good, actually.
Did you practice? Were you up in the night practicing your recipe?
Have you got to the chewy banana yet?
Not yet. Nearly halfway through. There he is. Check out this view. Oh, it's stunning. Back from our run. It was amazing. Such a beautiful day. I feel exhausted now though. And hungry, most importantly. I'm ready for some proper breakfast. It's actually more like lunch. It's brunch. What time is it? It's like 11:30, so yeah, this is definitely brunch. We've had a late start and I'm making some ginger tofu scramble. This is something that Joe and I were having most mornings at Soho House in Mumbai. They do the most amazing ginger tofu scramble, and we've actually got some homemade bread over here in the bread maker. We've got some rye bread that we put in last night, and I'm going to make like a nice cooked breakfast. For the tofu scramble, you need some silken tofu. I used to do this with more like firm tofu. It actually works a lot better with this type, I found. 2 tablespoons of coconut milk. You want the really nice thick creamy bit that sits at the top of this. Salt and pepper, actually that was the other way around, pepper and salt. And then some turmeric and ginger. I do about a 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon of each of those. I've also got some ginger tea going on. I just need to add some turmeric. The recipe for this is on my IGTV, so definitely go and check this out. I'd recommend you having this every single day to support the immune system. And I'm also going to do some delicious cooked garlic, mushrooms, and then some spinach. So we're starting with the tofu scramble. I'm just going to add a little bit of coconut oil into the pan, and the pan is on a medium to low heat. Okay, this is the weird bit because the tofu, silken tofu, feels so bizarre. It comes out in this weird block and it feels horrible. Oh, it's like jelly. But it tastes good in this, I promise. I'm literally going to use my hands. It's really great, so you're going to get messy. Make sure you've got clean hands to just break apart all of that tofu. It falls apart so easily. You just want it in rough chunks. I'm now just going to add the salt and pepper. I've got the worst jumper on for this. My sleeves are huge. So just add the salt and pepper straight into the pan. And then 2 large tablespoons. This is the thick and creamy bit of the coconut milk that I was talking about. So I can go straight in. And then I'm actually going to save this. Obviously you don't want that to go to waste, but I'm going to save this to make some soup. I don't know if I'll do it today or maybe tomorrow. And then some of the turmeric and the ground ginger. And then that's just going to simmer away while we get on with our garlic mushrooms. I have my sous chef here. Just gonna chop up the mushrooms.
How do you want them?
Just like roughly chopped. We normally use chestnut mushrooms, but we couldn't get hold of them. We could only find the big, huge portobello mushrooms, but it doesn't really matter. Oh, it's coming along nicely. This looks good. Looks just like scrambled egg. Garlic can go straight in this pan, please. So we're now moving on to the mushrooms. We have got 2 garlic cloves frying away. That's actually quite a lot. We love garlic. I would probably say 1 is enough. But if you like garlic as well, go ahead and do 2. So we've just got the coconut oil and the 2 garlic cloves that are diced in there. I'm just going to let them go a little bit golden before I add the mushrooms. Smelling so, so good. Perfect. Okay, mushrooms are going in. Chunkiest mushrooms. So we made homemade rye bread. This is 100% rye, and it's our second loaf that we've ever made. First one was a bit strange, and we've had a little peek at this one earlier, and it's a bit strange, but it tasted amazing.
Kind of work in progress.
Here it is. Yeah, the smell is amazing in the morning. Wow.
Yeah.
What did we do wrong? Is it working? Yay! Look at our rye bread.
It's glorious.
Oh, it smells amazing. Look at this little bit. Oh, it's going to taste really good. That's the most important thing.
What do you mean the most? It looks amazing.
Doesn't look like the loaves and gales.
Yeah, but who wants one of them when you can have one of these?
True.
Look at this.
Nothing beats homemade. Mushrooms are looking good. I'm going to turn the heat off on the mushrooms and the tofu. I've got this pan on, again with just a little bit of coconut oil. I'm going to add some spinach. Loads of spinach. I'm just going to add a little bit of sea salt, and that's it. Very, very simple. And everything else is done. Is it good? Oh wow. Wow. Excited?
Amazing. I'm so hungry.
Perfect Saturday morning breakfast after our run. So we've got the ginger tofu scramble, the delicious garlic mushrooms, homemade rye bread, and some spinach, and we've also got our Indian ginger and turmeric tea. So yeah, this recipe is on my IGTV if you want to also be having that with us. That brunch definitely kept us full for a long time. We've basically just been like napping, reading books, watching movies. I get so tired just being inside all day. It's just, I don't know, it makes you feel a bit lazy for some reason. But we're going to have some soup, just like a little small bowl of soup for the afternoon. We didn't need like a proper full-on lunch because we had our breakfast, our brunch, quite late. So we made this sweet potato and parsnip soup last night, and I actually stirred in some cooked quinoa as well, which I really liked. It's needs a bit more liquid. It's like set like jelly. So I'm just going to heat up this soup. This, I can't even remember what we put in this. I think it's sweet potato, parsnips, bits of coconut milk, chilli, and quinoa. It was very simple. Like, we were so tired last night and just chucked a load of stuff in the blender basically. I am going to be filming the most delicious butternut squash soup for my IGTV. It's like roasted squash and carrots and onions and garlic. It's amazing. This isn't that one. The other one's better. So yeah, I'm going to film that one tomorrow, I think, for my IGTV. What tea would you like? Feel new?
Yes, please.
Also just making a quick cup of tea. This is the Pukka Feel New tea. Like my favourite tea in the world. It is a very strange existence being in self-isolation. We have got things to do, like read books, and I've bought a keyboard to learn how to play the piano. That was like £40 on Amazon. Yeah, still bored though. What are you guys doing to pass the time every single day, staying at home? What are you doing? I would love to know, and I'm sure people in the comments would love to know as well. We've just added a little bit more water because I think a lot of the water ends up evaporating. So yeah, that's more soup consistency. I'm also going to add a little bit more of the cooked quinoa. I don't know why, I'm just liking quinoa in soup. I think it's because in Mumbai we had a soup with quinoa like in it, and I thought it was amazing, so maybe that's why I'm doing it. And there we go, a very light lunch for today after our huge brunch. Just sweet potato and parsnip soup and the Pukka Feel New tea. It's got to that time in the day, like 5:30, where we are so bored. So bored. Where is he? There. Oh. So we're eating because
that's what we do.
That's what we do. I'm not even hungry. This is purely boredom eating. Are you hungry? Oh, okay, he is hungry. I'm just having an apple, so it's not that exciting. Apple with cinnamon, and Joe's having the leftover soup.
More soup.
More soup. That's actually leftovers.
Great. It's pretty appetizing.
Because that was our dinner last night.
And then we're doing a workout?
Oh yeah, we're gonna do an abs workout, right? It's gone 7 now, and we did do a HIIT workout. We did 15 minutes of HIIT, followed by 10 minutes of abs. And I did think, wow, Joe's like super into the exercise today. And then when I said, we've done a lot, we've done a run, he was like, oh, I forgot we did the run. Today has been so slow. It literally, I feel like the run was about 2 days ago. It's crazy. But I'm just about to start making dinner, and we are going to make a really delicious Tuscan pasta dish. It's not actually Tuscan though. This is basically the pasta dish that Joe and I used to make when we were staying in Tuscany almost this time last year. We had the best time. And we stayed in like a little cottage with a kitchen. So we made this delicious roasted tomato, onion and garlic pasta dish. So now we just call it the Tuscan pasta. Joe's just listening to a podcast, so he can't hear what I'm saying. So I'm going to show you how to make it. I think I've already filmed this on my YouTube channel, so if you want like the full-on proper recipe. Was that the jackfruit ragu? I can't remember. Anyway, this is what we're doing. So I've got a load of these vine tomatoes, 1 onion, and then like a really small onion as well, so 1.5 I suppose, 3 big garlic cloves, and that's basically what the pasta was that we would make. We just roasted the tomatoes, onion and garlic. But because I've got these veggies that I want to use up, I'm going to just chuck them all in. So 2 red peppers, 1 green bell pepper, 3 mini courgettes and 1 chilli. And as you can probably tell, I'm making a lot here because what I have found is a lot easier is to cook more than you need, and then you have leftovers for the next day, like we did today with the soup. It just saves you a lot of time, and I think it is really important to cook as many as your meals while we are in self-isolation from scratch. We just need to be as healthy as we possibly can be right now, and I think one of the best ways to do that is to just eat really fresh and wholesome foods. So I'm going to quarter the tomatoes and just place them into a roasting dish with the onion that I'm also just going to chop up, probably a bit more than quarters. And the garlics, the garlic cloves, I'm just going to remove the outer skin and then just put them in whole. So I've just drizzled these with some olive oil and some salt and pepper. The oven is already preheated to 200 degrees Celsius, so I'm going to put these in for about 25 minutes. I'm putting those in first before the veggies because the vegetables I am going to be dicing up like this, so they don't take as long as these ones. So I'll give these like a 10-minute head start. The onions and the tomatoes have had about 15 minutes, so I'm going to add this veg in there now. Can you help me, assistant? Straight in. Thank you. I've just put another 20 minutes on the timer. About to put the pasta on. This is from M&S and it's a whole wheat cavatappi.
What?
Cavatappi.
Cavatappi.
Tomatoes looking good. Look at how perfect those tomatoes look. Delicious. These roasted tomatoes are just going straight into a pan. Oh, pan's hot. So they're just simmering away. I added all of the juices as well, and I'm just going to basically crush all of these tomatoes down to make a homemade tomato sauce. And once the other veggies are done in about 2 minutes, I'm going to add them straight in the pan. And our pasta's done too. Some fresh basil from this beautiful basil plant that we have on the windowsill. And I'm going to stir that into the dish now. This is smelling so good. I think we need a bigger pan. We've got a little bit of the cocoa vegan cheddar left, so Joe, the beautiful assistant, is going to grate that. Looking good. We're going to plate this up now. Love all those colours that you can see. It's smelling absolutely delicious. And there we have it, our Tuscan pasta with some grated cheese and a nice glass of rosé. Cheers. What time is it now? It's 10:30. I'm absolutely shattered and going to go and get ready for bed. The last few days, I think it's nearly been, 2 weeks of being back in the UK in self-isolation. It it's been, yeah, a strange one in terms of food, because this is obviously a what I eat in a day video, so I'm going to just speak about food. There's been days where we've just eaten for the sake of eating because we're just bored. Like when you're stuck inside all day and you feel like you've watched everything on Netflix, you've done all of your emails, it's just like, okay, what's in the fridge? And there have been days where I've just been eating like crisps and chocolate, and that's not really like me, as you know. Like, I'm very much about healthy, whole foods. So yeah, I think it says a lot that I'm just reaching for the crisps and chocolate and whatever I can get my hands on. It's still all vegan, obviously. So we've created a meal plan, well, I have today, and it's basically listing like the next few days of breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks and treats that we're going to be having, just to make sure that we're as healthy as possible. Because even though now when we're kind of stuck inside, it's when you want to be eating unhealthy foods, now more than ever is when we should really be thinking about our nutrition and making sure we are as healthy as possible, eating as many fresh fruit and vegetables as we possibly can, cooking from scratch and all of that jazz. So yeah, that's what our meal plan is for the next few days. But I hope you've enjoyed this video. I guess it might be a bit of escapism from what's going on right now, because it is incredibly scary and terrifying, and it's funny like continuing to make these kinds of videos. But let me know if you want me to keep doing them. It's hard in times like this. Do I keep going with content like this, or do I stop, or I don't know, who knows. But I hope you're all safe, I hope you're all well, I hope you're staying healthy, and I will see you soon. Bye.